Hey, welcome Patreon supporters to our weekly update. And those who weren't, I'm not sure if I really shared this or not, but I recently got this Bosch off Craigslist for free. And I've been using it as a part washer. And washing everything else that's non-food related in it. So we have, you probably already guessed it, the 0G in it. Now, I recently brought the 0G to a friend's house who was moving, and we all helped her move in masks. That was great fun. But it was so nasty afterwards, because believe it or not, she didn't own a vacuum. Weird, right? Things you learn about your friends you don't know until you help them move. And so, of course, I had brought the 0G over just to try to help her get some of her deposit back. And man, that carpet looked a lot better afterwards. Because of COVID-19, I didn't bring a camera to film it. In fact, I didn't even pull my phone out of my pocket while we were helping to move because I really don't want to get like germs on anything. So after it was here about a week, I threw it in the dishwasher just because it was Fuji, not because I was worried about COVID. So we're going to go ahead and assemble this as well. That Kirby looks good. My friend still hasn't remembered to bring me the parts for it, so that's idle for now and sitting in a very inconvenient place in the middle of the floor of my shop, and I should probably move it. Well, we're going to go ahead and put together the 0G since it's clean from the dishwasher. As you'll notice, I put in dishwasher hair and all. I wasn't going to really do anything with it. Man, there's a lot of stuff on here. Again, my friend's apartment was so freaking filthy. I guess she's my wife's friend more than my friend, but this girl's going back to China here in a few months. I actually gave her that not Hoover Tempo. It's a, what the hell's the name of that vacuum cleaner? I gave her that Hoover Wind Tunnel, that red one I did a review on that's relatively cheap. I gave her that for the next 6 months. I said, you got to have that. You can't rely on a vacuum cleaner. And the reason she was moving is she was getting a divorce, and her previous husband, who I swear to God that man is actually mentally retarded. There's the lights are on, but nobody is home. That man is a few fries short of a Happy Meal. And I've thought that since the day I met him. In fact, I would say about a year and a half ago, I was like, don't make me talk to this guy. I don't want to hang out with him. So he never really came over to our house after that. It's weird when you tell your friend not to bring their significant other over, but they kind of knew the relationship was over then. Let me grab a rag. Bam. Rag. All right. And the 0G is just one of those things that's, for being cheap, I say cheap, for being Chinese, it's well made, like my wife. Jokes aside, it's a good thing these weekly updates are not monetized videos, or Mama Susan would be all over me for that. I really think that this circuit board probably was in there this way. Nope. You can see the amount of times I have taken a 0G apart. Actually, you can see the amount of times I've taken 0G apart. It's twice. And I'm filming both times for you. I think this is the first time I took it all the way apart. I really just did that, again, because of the situation we were in here. Aha. And everything has its place, just like every other good vacuum. If I would just know where that was when I was putting it back. Probably look like a moron doing this. Yeah, so if you thought I looked like a moron, unsubscribe right now. Just kidding. One thing it is so weird about the 0G is all the screws are on a slant. And I'm not sure why that was done. I should ask Ed next time I talk to him, because it is a strange thing. Though I really appreciate everything he did with us. It's pretty solid. And unlike a Miele, there's no tension or anything on this belt. So today is especially humid here in Denver. Usually it's not humid, but when it rains, holy shit. We go from 10% humidity to 90% humidity, and that just sucks ass. Mama Susan's not gonna like that one either. Alright. We're gonna soap the belt. Try to give you guys a little something variety to watch here. Oh, I have this guy. Goes right here for this to be in. In fact, I think I'm gonna give him a little grease. Prolong the life of that just a little bit if we can. Let's see what that does. So the brush roller doesn't have serviceable end caps on this. I really don't like that, but again, I've been thoroughly testing this machine, and it's pretty darn hardy. But I'm curious if that will have long-term effects on it or not. All right, got the belt on there. Now, there are two different sets of screws for this, and it's as if they wanted to label them. They put these guys go in the back. The shorter ones and the longer ones go in the front. And they have this nice washer on all of them, like so. So, just like that. Again, this helps with vibration. So many smart things they did with the 0G that are just rather impressive. And my drill, I lent to a friend the other day, and he brought it back, of course, but it's sitting in decontamination in my garage. Again, I'm pretty paranoid with COVID these days. So if you see me doing things by hand and that looks boring, that's why. Alright. Alright. Ah, there it is. Looking for that. Believe it or not, I don't usually lose screws. You wouldn't know it by last week, but usually I don't. And you can see all this stuff, nothing rusted on there. So that was kind of nice. We're going to put this together just like so. Make sure everything, all the wires are out of the place, in their place. And before we put anything else, let's go put that slider in there. Alright. I like that there's no ingest bars on that. That just tickles me so much. Let's just put these up here. You know, I'm telling you, I don't have another drill. Yeah, I can't find it. I've got my Bosch drill upstairs, I think. I think that's in the utility drawer. What's in your utility drawer in your house? That's my question. So yeah, you can give you an idea the angle of which I'm doing this at. It is a little ridiculous, but really no complaints. But that is such a quirk of the nozzle, and I can see some vacuum tech not understanding that and fooching this up. Get some of that junk off my bench. You know, my bench is kind of a catch-all sometimes. Boop. These are really finely threaded. All right. And because I had that in the dishwasher, just a little bit of oil in the wheels. I do use this head sometimes on my central vacuum as well. I find it just pleasurable to use. All right. Make sure nothing's stuck in there. It's not. Well, I think there's just one thing left to do. A little bit of pledge. I think it's interesting that there's windows right here, but not right here. And this has this nice glitter to it as well. You know, one thing I knew was going to get beat up, but it really isn't beat up too bad, is this styrofoam piece. All right, well, thanks folks for watching our weekly update. One other thing I wanted to mention. I know I'm always trying to end these things wrong. I want you to hear the static on this microphone. This is the lavalier microphone that I have been using. I bought this when we went to the VDTA, or you bought this, I guess I should say. And it had good reviews. Fifine is a known company from China. And it's developed some static on it, and I can't figure out what. I've put the camera on airplane mode. I don't even have my cell phone in my pocket. I've tried isolating it in areas in the house. I know there's no Wi-Fi, nothing. I can't figure out. So I don't know if Denver is just such a cesspool of wireless signal. It's always going to pick things up. But if it doesn't work, if this is really continues to be bad, I'm either going to switch to pull it off the camera, the Bora microphone. Just pull the shotgun microphone cover off. Or I'm going to have to invest in a big one of these. I mean, a big boy version of this. This one was like $40. Some of these things are, you know, $200 to $500 for the good Sony ones, or the AKG makes one. Numerous other companies. Anyway, so that might be something we're investing in, because I feel like that would increase the quality of the videos. This one also tends to pick up my breathing a lot, and you know, I'm already a mile above sea level. You're going to pick up more breathing than normal. And you know, I don't know if I have sinus problems or what, but I'm a mouth breather, so it just picks that up. You know, so that's something that's going to go on eventually. The other thing I want to mention to you guys is we are, like I announced, I'm going to try and wean off Patreon, and we're going to try and go to Amazon supporting the channel. That way, you know, you guys can, you know, I really appreciate you donating, but you know, I can't rely on those donations forever, I feel. And you know, you guys have other things. You guys have vacuums to buy. So more importantly. So again, I appreciate all your support and tuning in the weekly update and listening to me just raw and rant. Who knows, maybe next week I'll read some of my favorite X-rated comments or something. Post any questions you have, or anything you want to see direction-wise with the channel. I love hearing from you guys. Stay awesome and have a wonderful day.